Hey, welcome or welcome back if you were here for the last part. We're going to be working on the next part of Kitting Up Mini December by Anna Dittman. It is a crown jewel canvas, so that means it comes without drills, and that is why I have a lot of stuff around me. I have my spare drill box. I have this sheet where it says how many drills of each color you need. I have my scale to weigh out if I have enough drills in my spares. I have a lot going on. So yeah, we're going to be continuing. I will show the photo of the one that we're working on kitting up on the screen right now. So that is the one we're doing. It is about 82 by 62 centimeters and it has 88 colors. We're about halfway in, so let's see if we can actually finish this, if I have enough drills. So we're on to 798 and I need a lot of that. 2800. 2000 drills is about 12 grams, which means 2800 is about 17 grams. Let's see. Let's see if I have that. I don't think I do. I am sure I don't. This is the only little baggie that I have of that color, so I'm definitely going to be hunting for more. I only have 5.5-ish grams, which means I need another 11.5 more. I'm going to write that down on the side. I think I'm going to, let's see, get some baggies. I'll find my stickers. I'll just use this. I don't need to go find my stickers. I'll just use this. I'm going to put on the bag that I have what I'm still going to need to put in there. These are weird baggies. I don't want those. I'm sorry, this is a bit of a chaotic start to the video. Yes, these are the ones that I want. So I figured out in the last video that I'm probably going to be short containers. I'm not going to have enough containers to fit the whole project in. So I'm going to put this on here, put 798, and then put the amount of grams that I still need. Then I know that I have to still fill that bag when I'm done with this part of the kitting up. So that is how I'm going to do it for now. 799. Again, going to need a lot of, but that one I might have enough of. 799. Let's see, 2200, which means 13.5 grams. And I think that's going to be enough. This is a very different color. I'm not going to be using that. So I will put this in here. I already forgot how many grams I said I need. I talked about it in my last video. I'm very, very sleep deprived, so I can't really think straight. I can't remember anything. So 13.5 is what I said. So I really have to write everything down. I need 10 more after this. 10-ish more. Yes, this is going to be enough. 4 more after this. Come on, get in. will do. Alright, as I also said in the last video, I'm short a few colors. I have some extras that I can go through. I have the Orlo painting that I just finished right beside me to see that I haven't get it down yet, to see if there are colors in there that I might need. But I also have some AliExpress drills left over from paintings that I threw out that I will never actually do, that I can go through and see if the colors that I need are in there. So that are some options that I still have. But I'm first going to go through my spares just like this. Ooh. I was like, oh, I'm going to have enough of number 800, but I am not. I might just use $7.99. I think I will do that. The colors are sort of close. And I said in the last video as well, if I don't have enough in the other ones, other drills that I still have left, I'm just going to go look up online which DMC colors can be substituted with other ones. And usually the colors that are next to each other, like $7.99 and 800, are kind of close. So I'm just going to be okay with that. And it's not going to be noticeable in the painting afterwards, because I've already done a painting like this. I did the same thing for that one and I couldn't notice it. So it's going to be fine. These projects aren't going to be the absolute prettiest diamond paintings, but they are fun for me to do just because of the fact that I have a purpose for my leftover drills. So I have 806 over here, which I don't think is an actual DMC. 807, I need only 92 drills. That is going to be enough in here. Yeah, I just find these types of things really, really fun. I actually find this part the most fun of the whole process, not the actual painting. I prefer doing a normal diamond painting because the quality of the drills and the quality of the canvas is, yeah, catered to each other, so it fits better, it works up quicker, it looks better. But this is fun for me just because I have a use for my spare drills. So 724, that is about 4.5 grams. I'm going to put a little extra so I can compensate for other colors that I might be missing, if it fits in this thing, which it doesn't. Oh, 9. Let's see. The next one, 813. Ooh, I need a lot of that. 813. And I don't have a lot of that. I actually have very little of that. I need 2400, which is about 14.5 grams. So I need about 12 more grams. I feel this isn't a very common diamond painting color to have. I'm going to make another bag and put on there what I need. 13, 12 grams. And then I'm just going to continue on to the next one over here, because I have that bag that I can use. 818, let's see, not very much of that one. I'm just going to put all that is in here, which is going to be plenty. 819, 926. That is going to be 5.5-ish grams. 819. Let's see. I might just use this just to keep it all the same. What did I say that I need? 5.5. Let's see if this will all fit in here. Sort of. That will do just fine. The next one, 820. These types of colors are the ones that there should be more of. I know I have quite a bit of 820. Yes, exactly. I have quite a bit. And then those types of colors don't need as much. So that's annoying. I only need about 2.5 grams. And then the colors that I don't have a lot of, they are in the painting a lot. 2.5 grams. Plenty. I do love the color palette of this one. It's a lot of blues. And it's going to be so, so pretty. 825. Huh. Oh, I have quite a bit of that. That is not a very popular DMC color, I believe. Let's see, 825. I only need 42 of this, so I'm just going to pour some in. 826 I need a lot of. I might be able to use that 825 for this purpose as well. 826, because I don't believe I have a lot of 826. I don't. So I'm going to see how far we can get. I need 1850, which is about 11 grams. I'm going to put this in here first. Kind of close. I'm going to use 3 grams of that one. And I might just put it in that one to compensate. I will write that down on that one, which might annoy some people, but it's fine. It's fine. I want to make this as easy on myself as I can and not use an extra container. So 825. I'm just going to fill this one up, and then it will be plenty to cover for the 826 that I'm missing. Right, 826 put away in the bag. Then 827, 4. I hope I have that. I think I have that. Yes, I do. $274. That is about 1.5 grams. I'm going to put it all in here. $8.28. I don't think I'm going to have enough of that. Let's see. 8.28, 1,600, which is about 9.5 grams. And I definitely don't have enough. 8.28. I only have this little. This is kind of close, but I'm not going to be putting that in yet because then I still don't have enough. I still need 9 grams. I think I'm going to put that in here. $9.28. Let's see. We're on to the next box of my spares. $9.28. Let's see. Ooh, that is enough. I don't need a lot. $9.28. I need 2-ish grams. Plenty. $9.32. I have that one in here. $3.70. It's a little over 2 grams. That is going to be enough in there. I'm just going to pour this in here, what I have left. This is done. $9.39. Only 3 drills. That is another one of the colors that I have a lot of, and then we only need 3 drills, which is a shame, but it's fine. 3 drills, $9.39. I'm literally going to put 3 drills in there. Yes, perfect. $9.63. We don't need a lot of either, and I have that in the Zen Moment painting. So I'm going to pour whatever is left in here, even though that is too much, but it's fine. At least I think I am. Let's see. Yeah. I was just checking to see if the color wasn't too bright, because it seems a little bright, that pink, to belong in pretty much all blue painting. But it is the same as it is for my other spares, so it'll be fine in the painting. $9.64, I believe I have quite a bit of as well. Yes, I do, but this is very, very mixed. we need 665. We need about 4 grams, which that is not going to be 4 grams. So I'm going to try to pour the top so that I don't, which is not working. What did I say we needed? About 4 grams. So yeah, that will be fine. I'm just going to be picking out the ones that really don't match. At the beginning, when I was just saving spares, I used to put, yeah, all the different dye lots in together. I don't do that anymore for this reason. Then it's very hard to use in a painting like this, because that will show when you use these colors mixed like this. 995. Let's see if I have that one in there. I don't think I do. No, I don't. 995. I do have that one in here. 465. We need about 3 grams, which I hope this is. I don't know. It is not, but I have that little bag over here as well, and that will do fine. We're almost up to 3. Close enough. I'm really enjoying having these bags empty now. Weird thing to enjoy, maybe, but I am enjoying that. That is the whole reason why I save my spares, to be able to use them at some point. 324. We don't need a lot. We only need about 1.2 grams. Am I going to put that back? I think I am. That's fine. $3.42. Don't need a lot of that either. Only 97. And that is a color again that I know I have quite a bit of. And that we don't need many of at all. That is enough. I think I'm going to switch that out for the other one, because these are 2 colors that are mixed, and I don't like that if it is not necessary. So I'm going to put a bit of these in here, and that will be better. 342, 372. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to have enough. We need 3,600. So we need 21.5 grams. I'm going to write that down, otherwise I'm going to forget. What did I say? 372. Well, I do have a bit, but I don't have enough. And I'm not really sure which one to use. These are all 3 are very different. I might put these 2 in and then see what other ones I have that I can use. Seven. To put this one in another container because I don't want those mixed. Those are too different. These are very staticky. So we have 7, we have 4.5, that is 11.5, and we need 10 more grams. 372, 10 grams. Put those in there with the static. Let's see. 3608. Pretty sure I have enough of that one. 3608. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you? I'm just going to use this one. We only need 91 drills, so I'm just going to pour some in and call it good. And that's fine. 3689. That is a color that isn't very well used. I don't remember seeing that color like ever, that number. 3689. Let's see if I even have that. I do have that. I have quite a bit actually. And we only need 67 of that, so I'm just going to be pouring this in there. And then it's fine. Three, 7, 1, 3. Three, 7, 1, 3. I have that, and I have enough because we only need a little bit. Yay! That's enough. Three, 7, 2, 7. I'm pretty sure I have enough of that as well. Let's see, 3, 7, 2, 7. I do have enough. Let's use the DiamondPainting one. We only need a few. And that's enough. 3, 7, 4, 3. Three, 7, 4, 3. How many do we need? Ooh, we need a lot, and I don't have a lot. I'm going to mix these and see how far we get. We need 2200, which is 13.2. And we have 5, so we need 8.2 more. Three, 7, 4, 3, 8.2. 3746. We have a little bit of that in there, but that's not enough. I'm sorry if I'm mumbling, by the way. I'm kind of talking to myself, although I'm also talking to you. I'm sorry. I need 800, which is 4.8 grams. Yeah, I'm just going to use this whole bag. Hopefully, if it fits in. I think it just about fits. So, perfect. $3,752. Ooh, we need a lot of that. And I don't think I have that. 3,752. Well, let's see. 3,752. No, I don't have enough. I do have a little bit. We need 3,600, which is about 22 grams. Well, let's see how far we get. Kind of close, but not close enough. We need 5.5 more. Three, 753. We need a lot again, and I don't think I'm going to have that. 3,753. Ooh, I have very, very little. I only have this little. I'm going to leave that one empty. And let's see, 3,100. That is about 18.5 grams I still need. Let's say I put in 2 of these containers, which is about 10 grams. So that means I'm going to write on this one 8.5, 3,753. So leaving that empty. 3,755. I don't have a lot of that either. It's going to be enough. Yay, it's going to be enough. About 5 grams. Ooh, the next one. I need 6,746,000, which is 36 grams, and then 41 grams. Let's see how far we get. I know I have quite a bit of this color, but I don't think I have that much. 3,756. I definitely don't have that much. Let's see how much this is. about 10. And 6, so 16, so we need about 25 more grams. Okay. I'm going to put this a little bit in a little baggie. 25, 3, 7, 5, 6, 25 grams. Ooh, I don't even know if that fits in one of these bags. We'll find out. We will find out. Otherwise, I'm just going to get another bag. I think that is mostly the background color, which there is obviously a lot of. So, yeah. 25, 3760. That one I have. I'm not going to be adding any specials in this one, by the way. Oh, I don't need to weigh that. I only need 50 drills. Because I don't feel like this painting is really suits itself, lends itself, that's the best way to say it, for a lot of specials. So I'm not going to be adding any. Although I did do the other one, Light of Beatitude, the other Crown Jewel canvas that I did add specials too, but that one was very colorful and bright, so I felt like it suited. But for this one, no, I don't think it suits it. For 50, that is about 3-ish grams, which I hopefully have. Yay, 3 exactly. 3766. And that is in the next box, I think. Yes, it is. I do have a bit of that. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but I think it is. We need 1300, which is around 8 grams. So we need 4.5. I'm going to put a little bit extra because these here are 2 colors that are mixed, so that I can pick out the ones that I want. I'm going to put a little extra if it will fit in there. It will, but I spilled a little. I'm just going to throw these away. And that one is done. 3807. 807. Let's see if I have that. I do have that. And that's going to be enough, because I don't even need 1 gram. And that's enough. Let's see. 11. I have quite a bit, but I don't think it's enough because I need 2,400, which is 14 and a half. Um, 11.2. I need about 2 more grams. I'm going to put that in these containers, so I'm not going to be making another baggie. And now we're on to the last page. $3813. We don't need a lot of that. Only a few. The containers were full, by the way. So I'm going to go over to the last one, which is a kind of a mishmash of washi tapes because these are ones that were just left over, but I don't care. I'm just going to use it like this. 3813. Let's see if I have that. I do. That is plenty. 3834. I'm going to be sticking these on, all on right now, because otherwise I'm going to lose that little piece of sticker, and I don't want that. So I'm going to do this. Because they all need a small amount of drills, so they will fit in one container anyway. 3834, we only need 2 drills. So 1, 2. 3836. We only need 9.6, which I have. Will be enough. 3837. We need about 2.5 grams. I'm just going to pour some in there, and that will be enough as well. $3838. I might be able to finish this today. Olaf is still sleeping. He is being a very, very good boy. 3838. How much do we need? Too much. I don't have that. I'm not even close to having that. I think I'm going to leave that empty because these are such small amounts, they're not going to add up. We need 1600, which is about 9.6. That is 2 containers. I'm just going to leave 2 empty. 3839. 3839. We need a lot as well. 8.4. I don't have that either. I have just a little bit. I will put that in. 8.4. And now we still need, I can't even count that. 5.8. I'm so tired. It would have been smarter for me to just go to sleep if I had gone to sleep right now instead of doing this. But I really wanted to do this. And I'm going to be happy when I have it done. But my time might have been better spent just sleeping. 3840. Is that kind of the same color? It is not. 463. We need about 3 grams. I'm also kind of hungry. I did have breakfast, but it has been a couple hours and I only had some yogurt for breakfast. So kind of getting hungry. 3841. We need 1360, which is 8.4, which is 2 containers. 8.4 exactly. That's nice. I think it's safe to say that I have that 2 drills of that color. I'm going to stick these both on here now. Uh, 3842. Wouldn't it be funny if I don't have that one at all? I do. I do have that one. 3842. Let's pick out 2 of them. And now 3865, which is white. Let's see if I have enough. We need 7,500, so we need about 38-ish grams. 38. Let's see. 3865. I might just use this one as well because that is white. Also, and I believe I have more. Also got this one. Ooh, I have a lot. I have a lot of that one. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to use that. Sorry, my nose is a bit runny. I might just check in the extra bags if I have more of the same. Because I don't think this is going to be 38 grams. Or is it? Or is it? I think it is. I will just use this. I will use this. I am going to put these all in because apparently I saved too much space at the end. So that is going to come in handy for this one. I'm just going to pour this all in the containers and don't have to worry about leaving space for other colors because I don't need to. So I'm curious curious to know how many colors I need to find more of. I think about 15 maybe. So that is right around what I expected. I knew I was going to be short in colors for this painting because of all the blues. It's a very similar color palette, and when it is a color palette with lots of colors, then I might have had enough, because yeah, as you saw, I have a lot of spares. I have 4 boxes, but not enough to complete this painting. But again, that's what I expected before going in. So oops, spilling, but it's fine. I'm going to figure it out with the ones that I have. Otherwise, I'm just going to substitute DMC colors. If I have to substitute, I will do that off camera, because I need my phone and I'm filming on my phone. So if I need substitutes, I will do that, and then I will come back to you once I finish. But let's not get into that. I might have enough when I look at the AliExpress paintings where I have the drills from and do not have the canvases from anymore. I prefer not to use those spares because of the quality. It's not as good as the other spares that I'm saving, because I'm only saving spares from companies where I like the quality of nowadays. So Diamond Art Club or Loa, Carrot Art, those kinds of companies. I don't save crappy drills, but in these cases it might be useful. So let's see how many colors we are actually missing. I'm almost filming an hour again. Filming for an hour. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 out of 88 colors were short. So that's almost, yeah, like 20%. That is a lot. But what can you do? 156. I haven't figured out the best way of doing this. I might pause you and then get the inventory sheets from the AliExpress paintings. Right, so here we are. I have 4 inventory sheets, and I have 2 other sets of drills that belong to paintings I don't have anymore, but those come without an inventory sheet, which is kind of annoying. But I have 4: this painting, that painting, that painting, and another one that I cut the image of. So I'm going to go through and see if one of the colors that I need is in here, and 156 is not in any of those. 159, nope. 415, nope. I thought this would go better. 554, nope. 712, nope. 762 and 775. 762. 762 is in that one. 3. Is that going to be enough though? I need only 1.3 grams. Yes, and that is going to be enough. Yes. So that one is fixed. 775 is in. So I'm going to put a tick over there. 794 and 798. I put an arrow next to this one, which means that color is missing. So, no. So, no. I'm not, I don't have that. What was I looking at? 794, 798. No, again, not in there. 813, 828, 813, 828, 813, 828, 813. Nope, not in any of those either. 372. Nope. 3743. And no, not in there either. 3752. No. 3756. I did think that the 3756 was going to be in here because that is a very popular color and I need a lot of that, so I was kind of hoping it was going to be in here, but it is not. So yeah, 3811, not in here either, but 3810 is. Do I have 3810 in here as well? I do, so I'm not going to be worrying about that. And on this page I need 3838 and 3839. And those are not in here either. So only one that we got to tick off. Let's see. 762. Ooh. That is a very, very different color. I don't think that's right. I'm not going to add that. I only need 1.3 grams. I'm just going to figure it out as I go. I'm not going to add that. That is a very, very weird color. So no, not doing that. Oh, let me think. I'm going to pause you again. I'm going to look up substitutes for the DMCs that I'm missing and figure out if I have them and then come back to you. So my son woke up, so I had to finish it very, very quickly. So here I am finishing it after it's all, or at least filming the last bit for you after I am all done. I did manage to substitute all colors except for, which are these ones, which is very annoying because yeah, I can't substitute them with anything. They are all blues. All the substitutes are the ones that I also don't have, so these ones I just can't, and there is too much that I need of each one. This one's just a little bit, but 25, 10 and 18.5 grams I'm not going to be able to to squish that into another color. I just can't. So I'm going to look into ordering these 4 colors. I wasn't going to do that, but unfortunately it's just going to have to be that way. I did manage to get the other ones. I filled these bags and I filled, can I talk? No. I filled the containers that I was missing, so only these 4 are the ones that I still need. So I'm done. I have been filming and working for almost 3 hours at this point, so I'm very glad to be done. Although I'm not able to get started yet, but yeah, I'm going to order the other ones, and I hope you still enjoyed watching me struggle through this kitting up process. Let me know if you ever done something like that, or if you ever want to. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.